I'm really happy you get to see this right now, because I think if you are an entrepreneur, especially a Christian entrepreneur, this is going to help you understand exactly how to go about consistently living in what God has called us to do. And the title is called Stop Seeking Knowledge. And it's actually based off of what I was studying this morning, but also just what God has been pressing upon my heart. And that is that we don't need to seek knowledge. We do not need to seek the knowledge of the world, because God calls us to seek His wisdom, the wisdom that He's put already inside of each and every one of us. And that wisdom is the correction and the things that we actually have conviction over. The things that we fail on, the things that when we're tempted, we start noticing, oh, I'm being pulled towards this and I know that it is wrong. Those things are straight up from Jesus. And so how can we walk in not seeking knowledge, but seeking something else? And that thing is belief. That thing is belief. In business, a lot of us are trying to learn the knowledge that it takes to be able to succeed, the knowledge that it takes to be able to make the sale. Why? Why do we need the knowledge? What if we just had conviction over what we sold? What if we had conviction over the result that we get them? What if we had conviction over our faith? Then, walking into the sale, you'd be completely fine. You'd have complete peace over the fact that you are selling them something, because you're actually selling it to them for their benefit, not for your selfish gain. And that is what Jesus has taught. He talks about selfish gain. He talks about loving your neighbor as yourself. Well, a lot of times in this whole sales environment, people do not love their neighbor as themselves. Even knocking door to door, that is your neighbor. And you're selling hard to them something you don't even believe in. So check your heart when you are selling. Check your heart when you're building this business. Check your heart when you're building this vision of exactly what you want to create, what you want to make, and know that you can find your purpose. A really good practice that I teach is called Ikigai. And it's basically where you can literally look it up right now. It's I think, Ikigai. It's Japanese practice, and you can literally take it. It shows what you love doing, what you think you'd be good at for a job. There's different every single area. Basically, the intersection is exactly what you're meant to do. And so what I had pop up in there a lot is like video, helping other people, just loving on other people. That's my thing. So figure out your thing. Figure out what you want to do. And Ikigai is not in the Bible. I want you to just be willing to pick up the Bible and see the plans that God has for you. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. That's Jeremiah 29:11. And then also that He's your protector. That no matter how much money you lose in the process of trying to figure it out, how much you dip down, how much you go up, right? Because I literally lost everything recently. I know He has plans to prosper me. And I know that He's my shield and protector. So every single thing that you can do in business, every single way you could turn, if you have a relationship with Jesus, you're gonna always end up with Him again. So I just want you to have hope in the fact that you will be successful if you give it all to God. If God is your number one priority. And that this isn't for the money. This is to inspire other people. This is to change other people's lives. And this is actually to make an impact on the world, a lasting impact that God wants you to make. What amount of people nowadays are seeking godly impact? It's an ego-based society now. Everyone wants to make money because it's money. Nobody cares what the business model is. Nobody cares how you got the money. They only care if you made the amount of money, if you're flexing it on Instagram and you're rich. But no amount of money could satisfy us. No amount of money could purely make us happy. And so that's what I want you to know today too, is that you need to carry this self-belief that money does not matter, that impact matters truly, and no matter what amount of money you make, that does not change the man you are in God, the man you are in your business, and the man you are in inspiring other people. Because once you put money over impact, that is where your business peaks, dips down, and you see that nose diving down into eternal death. Because as soon as we idolize money, money becomes our master. We are submitting to the devil. And so resist the devil, brother, and consistently show up in resisting lust, resisting eating bad, resisting not working out, resisting doing these bad habits that Satan wants you to continue to do, so that you cannot see the vision that God has for you and your purpose in him. So I hope this helps, and I will see you soon. See you in the next one.